a great man celebrated 60 years on Sunday. I'm going to walk you through the photograph. This is a prayer photograph. This is the legendary prophet Ano and his wife. This is a learned, our guest, Atta Akyea, Dr. Lawrence Tete, and this happens to be Atta Akyea's sister-in-law, the former learned Chief Justice, the learned Georgina Wood. The next photograph, is that not a beautiful family? Is that really not? I mean, when we are all 60, don't we want to see something like that? I mean, you see, there's some people, I don't want to go there. But when we are all 60, don't we want to see something like this? Look at the 60-year-old man, it looks like he's 42. And for me, I don't have to choose, but this is my favorite of Atta's sons. He's a barrister at law called to practice in Ghana and England. You see him in the courts. When I saw him on Sunday, I said, hey, have you been doing work at the circuit court? He said, yes, small. I said, have you done high court? He said, small one. I said, have you done court of appeal? He said, hey, Brad Paul, no, I'm not there yet. Bearman is a great guy. I just love him. Very, very serious guy. This is Atta's family. Atta's wife is also a lawyer. By now, I think she's done at least 12 to 15 years at the bar as well. She's originally trained as a nurse. And this is Atta himself. This is his daughter. And in the video, the daughter said in the video to the audience that I'm my father's girlfriend. That's what she said. And I believe she's in upper six and getting ready for university. This guy, Atta himself says this guy is the break. He's in medical school somewhere. And he was here for the party. So we are celebrating great things that we can emulate. Because we want to emulate great things, not some other things. This one is the one that we want to emulate, not the other one. The other one we don't want to emulate it. This is what we want to emulate. 60 years, beautiful family, well-educated Christian children. That's what we want to. You can be Christian, you can be Muslim. It's all good. But a certain religious upbringing is good. And so you won't use certain words when you grow up. This is what we want to emulate. This is Atta Akyea's family. Beautiful. Atta 60. Okay. Now, I was there, of course. So that's me. And, I mean, that's Chairman Zoom. I mean, haters will say something, I don't care. But this is Chairman Zoom. He was with me. We were together at the event. And this is Lawrence Tete. This is Professor Arno. We're having a chat. I enjoyed myself completely on Sunday afternoon. The event was held in Atta's law firm at the office. It was such a great pleasure. Oh, yes. And this is what we have to celebrate. This is Atta and his wife. Both of them lawyers and both of them very hardworking. Atta likes to be described as Atta Akyea of Chibi. Because he tells me that in the Bible, when they mention people's name, they mention where they come from. So Simon Peter of Jericho. Why is that these days when we say Paul Adom-Otchere, we don't add it? Paul Adom-Otchere of Kwamo, Atta Akyea of Chebi, you need Justice Kulendi of Isa, Nana Akufo-Addo of Chebi, Ken Ofori-Atta Kunuku of Chebi, okay. Otumfuo Nana Asante-Hene of Menchia, Togbe Afede of Asogli. Okay, so that's not bad. Now this is Atta with the great man. I mean, one of the greatest inspirers of our time. Dr. Otabel was there to ensure that Atta had been visiting Dr. Otabel's church since he was in second year university. All the way at Baden Powell, he has stayed faithful to the cause, faithful to the word, because Otabel has given word that has taken us very, very far. So Dr. Otabel was there to look at his boy turned 60. That was really impressive. Now here are the political actors, isn't it? Eugene Entry, Atta's former deputy. Who is this guy? I don't know him. Who's the guy? The guy on the left, who is he? I don't know him. Who is? Please, viewers, if you are watching, text the guy, the first from the right at the left of your screen. The guy in the white beard. I don't really. Is he Ghanaian? Okay. All right. Okay. And this is a great man. Those of you who know Laboni, he has a restaurant there called Olive Garden, and sometimes you catch me there. I know those of you have seen me there. He was there too. Very, very nice man. Eugene Entry is a member of parliament for Subin constituency. Of course, Atta is member of parliament for Ebuakwa South. Atta and the learned former Chief Justice. And in the photograph over there, this is the prayer time. Reverend Eric Kwapon is here. And Reverend Otabel, Patrick Boama, the member of parliament for Kaikwe, was also there. Reverend Otabel's wife, Lady Joy Otabel. And that was a very powerful situation. This Eugene Entry, the guy is here. I don't know him. He's here again. He's I don't know him. Who's that? Okay. All right. Okay, so that's the photograph. Now, put on the issue. So, Atta is here to celebrate the goodness of God in a very dastardly way. In Ghana, people can be terrible. And thank God for truth. They will change it to the other one at the back. This guy told special prosecutor that as a Ghanaian, he's interested in a scandal and corruption that had been perpetrated by the former Minister for Works and Housing. Special prosecutor took him very seriously. wrote down everything he was saying. Special prosecutor invited Atta Akyea to his office and told him that I'm investigating you for fraud whilst you were minister. Atta says, I don't know anything about it. He said, well, I'm investigating you. Eventually, and I believe as a result of regular prayer, the guy comes and says that, what did he say? Please, I'm sorry, I was paid to come and say all these things about. It's in the special prosecutor's report. I'll show it to you today. Oh, they are taking too long in getting me at a thing. It's in the special prosecutor's report. It's in there. That's the guy said, I was paid to just lie about you. He told the special prosecutor that. And there are a lot of these people. And if you don't pray, they'll do that to you. Okay, so this is the guy is called Daniel Kwesi Amponi. He writes to Kisi Ajabe, has a letter being translated. He says, Dear sir, please accept my compliments. I'm a petitioner. I'm petitioning your good officers with this written indictment of Honorable Samuel Atta Akyea, who served as a Minister for Works and Housing until January 2021, and the current Member of Parliament of Adom-Otchere. In September 19, 2019, WhatsApp News, in a publication with the headline, Atta Akyea signs hoping $1 billion in total housing contract, indicted the former Works and Housing Minister over alleged financial irregularities and malfeasance. Again, he writes, around the same time, there were a series of publications on a couple of online platforms with the following headlines. Atta Akyea signs 2 contracts again for August and December 2018 to the tune of $4.43 billion, $4 billion and $43 billion, respectively, without parliamentary approval. That's the allegation. Then they say Atta Akyea signs contract worth $961 million for the construction of houses without parliamentary approval. Also, they say in 2018, respectfully say, he writes on, reading through these news publications and a couple of documents available to this petitioner, it is quite clear that the former Works and Housing Minister violated the legislative functions of Parliament as stipulated in Article 93(2) of the Constitution in signing the contract in question. In actual fact, there is detection of official fraud and malfeasance by the actions of the Honorable Samuel Atta Akyea, and it is a flagrant breach of Section so and so of the Criminal Offences Act. It is in this light that I'm petitioning your good office to look into this matter and, if possible, institute criminal action against the Honorable Samuel Atta Akyea for causing financial loss to the state. Criminal misdemeanor should be accorded the seriousness it deserves by allowing the criminal justice system to interpret and assess the social impact and apportion punishment as prescribed by the law, which is why this petition needs to be treated with utmost agency and seriousness. This is the guy speaking. Get me the next document, please, quickly. This is the guy who then eventually, investigation starts, goes to special prosecutor and said, I'm sorry, I was paid. What should be done to a guy like that? You destroy somebody's reputation. Say, I'm sorry, I was paid. Okay, let's move on. I'm sure you are shocked, so let's get on with it. Okay, so this is the office of the special prosecutor, the Honorable Kisi Ajabe. He says, it will be recalled that in a letter dated 12 January 2022, you were informed that the office of the special prosecutor had commenced investigations into an allegation of corruption-related offences in respect of the award of public housing contracts between 2017 and 2019, and that the OSP considered you a person necessary for the investigation. Please note that the OSP has closed this case as done and shut and has discontinued all investigations in respect of the matter against you, as the OSP found no basis for the allegations contained in the complaint. Move on. In the OSP's report that was published, so this is, okay. So this OSP's report, the Office of Special Prosecutor's report, under Samuel Atta Akyea, says in July 2022, the office terminated investigations into a complaint of alleged financial malfeasance filed against the Member of Parliament for Adom-Otchere South for lack of evidence. The complainant admitted that he filed the complaint without any basis and that he was paid to fabricate the content of the complaint. I was totally... when I heard it, I said, Atta, is he sure? Atta is a storyteller. Is he sure? The guy said, I don't know, but special prosecutor, doesn't he have any powers? Please, check the law for me. Doesn't he have any powers to deal with people like that? Because the court will award costs. But such people should be prosecuted for the deceit of a public officer. It's in the Criminal Offences Act. You come and say that I was paid. And this is the official report of Kisi Ajabe, the special prosecutor. And it's for that reason that we invited Atta to celebrate the 60th anniversary and to ask him that what kind of prayers do you pray? What God do you have? Because you see, in the Bible, sometimes the people will come to David and say, show us your God. And like Nebuchadnezzar legislated after he showed up in the, Nebuchadnezzar, the Bible story said that Nebuchadnezzar did not sleep that night that he committed Daniel into the lion's den. He did not sleep. The Bible said he stayed awake and he knew that the God of Daniel will save Daniel. So at 4 a.m., the king rose up and walked to the den and he said, Daniel, has your God, whom you continually serve, saved you? And Daniel said, O king, live forever. For the God that I continually serve has saved me. And the king, that was the first time the name of Jesus was mentioned in the Bible. First time. The king said, didn't we put 3 men in there? And he said, the other one is like unto the Son of God. So the God that you continually serve, but that the God part is fine. But the guy who told the special prosecutor that I was paid, in fact, the person who paid him must also face criminal processes because he knows who paid him. I don't know why we are ending this matter here. Maybe we should also petition the special prosecutor that please go after this guy and let him disclose who paid him, whoever he is, and let's deal with it. So tonight we are celebrating this truth. We are celebrating truth. And we're also celebrating a glorious 60th anniversary of a story that we want to emulate. Atta Akyea, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, my brother and friend.
It's such a pleasure to have you here.
Same here.
You are a great man. Tell us about this God that you continually serve.
Well, I think that there is a statement from the Bible says that only with your eyes will you behold the reward of the wicked. You see, because people take some of these matters for granted. How come somebody with political ambitions go and hire people to package such filth concerning me and then petition the special public prosecutor?
Oh, do you know the person who paid?
I mean, it's coming out. Because, you see, if you pay regard to what the special prosecutor said in this report, the Harvey report, this is what he said. And that is very, very important for you to know. The complainant admitted that he filed a complaint without any basis and that he was paid to fabricate the content of the complaint. The consideration was 30,000 Ghana cedis. It's all there.
Huh.
Yes, on tape.
Oh, he told the special prosecutor?
Of course.
That he was paid 30,000 Ghana cedis?
Yes. The complainant, that was the high. Whether it was paid and how he has confessed, we will see all that. The complainant and his accomplices are under investigation for filing the complaint with a singular aim of tarnishing the reputation of the respondent, my good self. But bear in mind, one guy who is in cahoots with the petitioner is the Lakofi, the famous Lakofi. This is
my friend, the journalist?
Oh, I don't know whether he's a journalist. This is a whole, notice of wanted person which was put out by the special prosecutor, lawyer Kisia Jabin, on the 6th of June 2020. And it's talking about the charges, corruption and corruption-related offenses, forgery of official document. As a matter of fact, it has become very clear that the letterhead of the special prosecutor was forged, his signature was forged, so that they'll go and see the paymaster to induce him to pay more that, they are really working, and the special prosecutor is pursuing Atta Akyea. So this is the painful dimension to the case. But my chief concern, Paul, is that you see, this Daniel Amponi put together a very anemic petition. And if you have any sense of arithmetic, have caused financial loss to the state in the sum of $49.2 billion.
Yeah, that's serious. What was the total GDP of Ghana?
What's the total GDP of Ghana? But what is painful is that he was able to commandeer the services of some funny newspapers. And they were just doing like a conveyor belt analysis, the kind of thing that you do here and you get in trouble, no analysis. So look at this newspaper. They published in the front page, Akufuado's brother dragged before special prosecutor. And then another one also followed, the Daily Democrat, Atta Akyea hot, dragged to special prosecutor. And then the Inside, Atta Akyea dragged to special prosecutor, all front page. And then the Daily Guide.
Oh, Daily Guide.
Yeah, Daily Guide.
Yeah, that's on the screen over there.
Yeah, if you see how Otumfuo and the Minister for Lands are doing serious business, it didn't capture the attention. But this sleazy article, you see,
Atta Akyea.
Yeah, probe Atta Akyea, and then which lacks internal inconsistency. That how come? Why didn't you even check whether the whole GDP of Ghana for 10 years will amount to $49.2 billion? And then why couldn't you check from the Hansard as to whether or not even some of these things have come there? Because if you were a minister and you want to commit the government, you do your proper memo to cabinet. You will receive executive approval. If the whole cabinet does not say the president approves it, or you receive the cabinet approval, then it's ferried to Parliament for them to look at it, the appropriate committee, before it comes back for debate and is approved. But none of these things have taken place. So how can anybody surmise or even imagine that I've caused financial loss to the state? I've never seen anything wicked in this orientation more than this conspiracy to defame me. But guess what has happened? Now we have it on record that there's a paymaster, is interested in my seat, and he's gotten these...
Oh, your seat in...
Oh, certainly.
Ebuakwa.
It's going to come out. I don't want to prejudge what the special prosecutor is going to do, because the special prosecutor has said he's investigating the accomplices. All the accomplices will come out of their holes. And we'll see that in this nation, let's have decency. If you're interested in somebody's seat, this is not the way to go.